So let's go over the work plan for this week. So unfortunately, it's not just a Tuesday to Thursday week. Okay, so it's a 5-day week. And when we look here, we're going to start our jobs. And so we'll start doing our jobs on Monday. And we'll have our salary, I guess, will be on the 15th, and our rent will be due on the 1st. Okay, so we have several writing assignments. That's in our writing part 1. So the first thing we have to do is add to our banned words list. And then we're going to do a lesson on sentence type 5. So those are sentences that begin, for example, with if. If I ever get out of D16, comma, I will sing and dance ecstatically. Okay. A when would also be one. Okay. Okay. When this school year finally ends, comma, I will be happy as can be. Okay. So we'll learn those, and then we're going to do 3 paragraphs this week. The first paragraph, nonfiction, okay, and that is a topic from the Crusades, the idea of well poisoning and getting groups that were blamed for that. Okay, so it's just a slanderous story that was used as an excuse to do bad things. Writing from outline. So we'll write a story and we'll add in our extra info there, so our type 5 sentence will be in there as well. And then we'll be doing some work with our book, the social studies books, and we'll work on our question generation, so we write our own questions for that. So we're going to move on in the fallacy detective and in thinking toolbox to the next lesson. We have a spreadsheet assignment, as we will have all the time. So some of you may not have done assignments 1 and 2 from I See What You Mean. You'll need those for assignments 3 and 4, so we'll check right away on that and make sure that you've gotten that. Okay, so we'll go over the quotation memory palace. So it's 25 locations in the room, so we'll just see if everyone remembers that, and that'll be the basis for learning some quotations starting next week. There's an optional class, so note that is optional, right? You do not need to take this. You can just decline rather than join. But if you're interested, I got us started with the Dover course in logic. Pretty interesting course, I think. Okay, so to help you, I've made a separate task here, and I've given some advice on how to do it. So if you look at the lessons and basic skills on Anki flashcards for Hink Pinks, tea kettles, analogies, brain teasers, and math stumpers, you'll find that I've gotten directions. It is perfectly all right just to copy something you see. The big point here is to put it into Anki, practice in Anki. Okay? The more tea kettles, Hink Pinks, and analogies you see, the easier it'll be for you to eventually make your own. Okay, so we're going to have to make math cards every day. If you're not learning anything in math, come to me or come to your parents. Tell them you want to be in a different classroom. We're covering a lot of math. If you can't think of anything, I'll be glad to tell you. I gave some examples in there. Every day, I'd like you to show your parents that you've practiced your Anki deck. They can look at the statistics and see that they've practiced. Okay, so we have a design project, the design your own alphabet, interesting one for the 4th graders, and then also a very interesting project for the 5th and 6th, where you're going to create a fictional organization that is associated with an animal in a particular place. Okay, so every day you need to be doing your calculations. So if nothing else, practice on the calculator. Use your 2-by-1 multiplication, anticipate the answer, and then look at the answer, see if you got it right. Talk cards, 1 set. Okay, primary challenge math. I'll have to make a video explaining that it's sort of a choice that you have. You can do a chapter a week, 2 chapters a week. I'd suggest if you want to be in advanced math as a 5th grader that you start now doing a chapter a day of primary challenge math. Okay, so keep busy with that, and then we'll be able to get through 2 more books of problems, and you'll be ready for advanced math next year. We have the iPads set up thanks to Mr. Bryan, and so we'll be able to do our Swift Playgrounds lesson as well. So we have a busy week coming up.